Have you ever thought about how to make your Java code simpler and easier to read? Today, we are going to talk about something really cool in Java called Lambda expressions. But what are they exactly? Let's break it down in a way that's super easy to understand. At its heart, a Lambda expression is just a fancy way to write a small piece of code that acts like a mini-function. Instead of writing out a whole method with lots of lines, you can use a Lambda expression to do the same thing in a shorter way. It's like having a shortcut for your code. So, why should you bother with Lambda expressions? Well, they help you write cleaner and clearer code. Imagine you have a list of numbers and you want to double each one. Without Lambda expressions, you'd have to write many lines of code to do that. But with a Lambda expression, you can do it in just one line. How cool is that? Let's look at how a Lambda expression is written. It usually looks like this. Here's what that means. Let's brief on parameters. These are the inputs your function will take. You can have none, one, or many. Then we will move to arrow. This arrow separates the inputs from what the function does. Finally, expression. This is the action or calculation your function will perform. For example, if you want to create a Lambda expression that takes one number and returns double that number, it would look like this. Now, let's talk about something called functional interfaces. A functional interface is just an interface that has only one method that needs to be implemented. This is where Lambda expressions come in handy. You can use them wherever functional interfaces are required. Java has some built-in functional interfaces like runnable, consumer, and predicate. For example, here's how you can use the runnable interface. In this case, we created a simple Lambda expression that prints out a message when it runs. Let's make this even clearer with an example from real life. Say you have a list of names and you want to print each name in uppercase letters. Instead of writing a long loop with lots of code, you can use a Lambda expression with Javas for each method. Here, name_arrow_system.out.println, name.toUpperCase, is a Lambda expression. It takes each name from the list and prints it in uppercase, all in just one line. So there you have it. A Lambda expression is simply a way to write short pieces of code that work like little functions. They make your Java programming simpler and more efficient. By using functional interfaces and knowing the basic structure, you can take advantage of Lambdas to make your code cleaner. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.